Okay.
The first one is: do you think public transport in London is priced fairly for daily users?
I think public transport is priced fairly in London. The price has gone up because more people are working from home, not so many people to create the revenue. But there's a free pass. I'm 64. I get a free pass.
Yes.
So it's free.
Okay.
And for the children, anyone under 16, it's free.
Under 16?
Yeah.
16?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And outside of London is the same price?
No, outside of London, the buses were deregulated, so private companies run them, and then they dropped the routes.
Yeah.
Now everybody realised this isn't good, so the new Labour government has given powers to the local government to start running the bus services again for more the public benefit. Because if you can't afford a car, how do you get to work? How do you get to school?
Okay. And how well do you think London is doing in reducing traffic and air pollution?
Really good. So we have the ultra low emission zone. It started in central London, and I can tell you the pollution used to be much worse than it is now. But in outer London, more people use a car because the public transport is a little bit less frequent. But this bus here goes every 10-15 minutes, so it's fine.
Okay.
But some people, they maybe need a car. So in outer London, there was a bit of a campaign against the low emission zone, but it's come in, so it's happened. So I think it's improving, but it takes time. It takes a long time. And one of the things was also they put in the cycle superhighways.
Yeah.
So when you're in London, have a look for the cycle superhighways. They're painted blue on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what improvements have you seen in London's public transport in the last few years?
Oh, massive. So the frequency is more. So I mentioned about this bus that is outside. It was every 15-20 minutes. Now it's every 10-15 minutes. It's also electric bus now. So it's definitely improving. And also new services. So we got the new Elizabeth line.
Yeah.
So not just maintaining the existing, but bringing in more and faster connections, better connections.
And in London, there are buses, electric buses?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the 127 is usually an electric one. They're introducing them more now.
How is it for you to switch between the tube buses and cycling in London?
Well, you need a fold-up bike if you want to take a bike on the tube, and they won't let you take the scooter, electric scooter, because fires. Have you had this as well? But it's okay on the train. You can take a bike on the train. And also the really good thing is we've now got the bike that you can see them, people just chuck them on the floor. The one that you can just hire, hop on.
Location?
There's lots of bikes like up near the station or just like left around.
Is location back? So.
They're just hire bikes, and you don't, people just leave them.
Yeah.
You might see some if you look around. Sometimes there's one or two here. So and I think if you have the app, it can show you where the nearest one is. Yeah. Lots of people are using that now.
And how is it to you to switch between the tube and the buses? Like, is it far away or is it?
No, they have a good. It's good. They have an interconnection usually. So the train station usually has a bus stop nearby.
So the first one is
designed that way.
Transport in London is priced fairly for daily users.
I think it can be quite expensive. I think if people are commuting to work in London, it's very expensive to use the train. But the buses are much cheaper. So if you live more locally and you can use a bus, that's very cheap.
I can't visualise it because I've travelled on the underground in Paris, but I can't visualise.
Yes. And the tram is quite cheap as well. But they don't take you into. Well, you could get into central London, but you'd have to take many different ones. So the train is very quick, but it is the most expensive.
And how
Yes.
well do you
buses
think
are
London has
outside.
to reduce traffic at there? You know what you can take?
Oh yes,
trying
we
really
do tell
hard.
people.
We have
Yeah,
something
and
called,
also if you use an
ULEZ,
app
so
like
ultra low
City
emission
Mapper,
zone
Yeah.
in outer
then
London.
it even works for me in Paris as well. Then it will you say, I want to get here, and it gives you the choice of routes.
Cars
really
that
good.
were maybe diesel
You have
engine,
the choice to
or
take the subway.
they just had a less
or-
efficient
It will
engine.
say
They
which
had
is
to
the
change
best
their
quick
cars
way,
so
and
that
you
they've
can
got
say, oh,
more
I don't want too many
efficient
steps.
to reduce the or they have to pay,
Or I want
otherwise
to
they
use
have to
the
pay a
bus.
fee.
You
quicker.
said you went to Paris? And,
Yes.
so how do you think Paris is doing compared to London for the last
For the public transport,
Yeah.
it should be better in
Oh
Paris.
gosh, there's been a
shouldn't
lot
it?
in
Do you
central
think
London.
so?
There's an awful lot.
Do you think-
public transport?
I think
So
London
we've
is
got the
better than
Elizabeth
Paris on the
line
public
that
transport.
has been built.
When I
There's,
heard you explaining,
sort
I
of
think
Crossrail.
London is doing better.
And
Yeah, for
I would
public
say that there's been a
transport.
lot of improvement on the
So
underground
you have to
system.
lobby the mayor.
So it's a very old system.
Yeah, but it
I mean,
takes
it's kind of 150
takes
years
Tens
old.
of years, you know, before you were born,
like the one in
they were
Paris.
planning.
So, but
these things.
it
It takes
has
a long
improved,
time.
and also
It takes
making
time.
access for
So
disabled
maybe they're doing
people.
some good things I
So
don't
there's
know
lots-
about, but
lots more,
sometimes the main thing that
lifts,
frustrates
so
me,
elevators
because I
for
usually
people
come
to get
through with a
around.
suitcase,
And
the escalator's
access
not
onto
working.
platforms.
yeah.
So some of the new tube lines have level
there are many,
access, so you don't
Yeah.
have to go up or down.
Yeah.
Just-
Long walks.
And
But
Up
Paris
and down
try to
steps.
upgrade
how easy
this.
for you
Yeah.
is to switch between
But
Thank
Paris
you.
is lovely, and France is wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Actually,
you.
cycling
And
is
wish you
also
every success in your
cycle
studies and your
cycle.
career.